Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Redstone tutorial. I'm Vower of course, and today I have here the slime block railway. So, as you might have already guessed, this machine works by using the latest piston and slime block mechanics. It's very simple. When you have a slime block attached to a piston, it actually gives you a way bigger impulse than a regular block. Here is a little demonstration. When using the regular block, it only pushes you one block further. When using a piston with a slime block attached to it, it actually gives you quite an impulse. You can see there, I actually got pushed way more than a single block. The machine itself relies on these principles. Here is the very first launching station, and it is actually exactly the same as I did right there. Except it has these eyes, and the ice is actually here only to give you a bigger impulse since it's slidey. The launching station is basically a pressure plate with a redstone wire leading to the piston, and then that enables you to get pushed. However, we stumble on a little bit of a problem on the second piston pusher. If the piston was to be right here on our head level to push us, we wouldn't actually be able to go through it. And to solve that problem, I basically made a piston here that will push it down after we go through it in order for it to push us. It's very simple how it works. We firstly have a pressure plate right here, which will detect when we go through the machine. Then these lead up to this redstone wire, which goes two ways. The very first one goes to this block, which will power this piston when it is on place. The second line goes to these torches, which will then power the top piston. I made this work in a very simple manner. Since the torches have a small delay, they will actually take longer time to power this piston than this one. But since this one isn't in place, it won't get powered until this one gets powered, if you understand what I meant. After, let me quickly press it here. You can see the little animation right there. After that, when it is all extended, this block right here, which powers this piston, will actually unpower itself first for the same reason. The torches have a little bit of a delay. And then this one will get unpowered, making the machine retract and activate correctly without any stumbles. Here I have a small demonstration to show you the efficiency of the machine. On this side I have a minecart, and on this side I have the slime block railway. I will just show you the speed comparison, which is actually about the same. If I hop on here, we can look to the side to actually see the minecart. We do have a bit of a head start to the minecart, but that's just because the minecart has a little bit of an acceleration time, while this machine goes to top speed at the very first second. Well, now let's get to the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Let's build this thing. So here on my hotbar are the materials you're going to be needing: stone, packed ice, slime block, sticky pistons, pressure plates, redstone torches, and redstone repeaters. The very first thing you want to do is just basically make an entrance. So let's just do 2 blocks here, and well, here it's going to be already the machine. Then you're going to be placing a packed ice block right on the place you want the machine to start. The reason I'm using packed ice is because unlike regular ice, you can actually place a pressure plate on it, where in regular ice you can't. After that, we will place a regular block on to the right, and then place 2 blocks like this. You can actually break this block if you want. I also place a sticky piston and a slime block right next to it, and then a redstone block. Redstone dust, right on top of this block. That is basically the very first station of the machine, the launcher, the very simple one, actually. After making this very first station, let's head on to the next one, the complex one. The very first thing you're going to be needing to do is just basically place 7 ice blocks in between them. So here we have the packed ice block, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, that's about it. Then place a packed ice on the end, and then place a pressure plate. After that, place 2 stone blocks here. Place a redstone right next to the pressure plate, and then a redstone repeater facing this way. After that, just hold shift and place a block right next to the repeater. Hold shift again and place one on top. After that, just place a redstone dust right on here, and here you actually don't need to place anything. Place, if you look here at the redstone dust, you can see this very limp. Just place a block on it and it'll show up right here. Place a torch on top of it and then a block. And then another torch. Oops, that's not a torch. And then a block. And then you're just gonna place a block to this side of the torch and 2 redstone on top of these 2 blocks you just placed. Now let's place the pistons. The first one you will place right here, and it has to be facing downwards. Then you place 2 of these slime blocks, and then the sticky piston on this slime block that lines up with the sticky piston on top. Then place a slime block right on the front of this sticky piston, and well, that's it. You should be ready to go. Oops, you actually need lining right here. I mean, it's not fully necessary, but that has been happening a lot to me, so I actually placed it there just so it doesn't. And now it works perfectly. Now let's get to the last step of the machine, which is basically how to continue it after this. Unlike here where we placed 7 blocks in between, this time we're going to be placing 8, starting from this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, place the packed ice and then simply build the machine just the way you did it before, which is actually fairly simple if you paid attention to the very first part of the tutorial, of course. So, well, I guess I'm going to be doing this very quickly here. Again, just a little bit of a quick review for you guys. And well, this here is the machine. There we go. Place the sticky piston, the slime blocks, and then there we go. That is the thing. The reason we do this is actually because this packed ice block is now really lining up with the edge of the slime block, and you're only gonna push when you get here. So it's just like this here is this block equivalent. And that actually makes you need to place one more block, otherwise you just breeze through the machine and not get pushed by the next station. Now let's test it out and see how it works. Just before I forget, let's place this little bit of a lining here. Another note I should actually point out, I did it actually. Don't place a block right here, because when the slime block extend, they will actually push it back and then onto here, and it could be fairly annoying. It might break something, I'm not sure. It would actually come right here. Yeah, it shouldn't break anything, but yeah, just don't do it. If you really want a block right there, it has to be a movable block, such as a furnace, obsidian, a chest, or anything like that. But well, let's just test out the machine after all. That was the plan at the beginning. And there we go, it works perfectly. Just a few extra words before we went off this tutorial. Of course, this lining here is optional, but I recommend it in order for you to always have the machine working. You can also build the machine only out of packed ice, but I would consider that really expensive, and well, I would advise you to not do that. And well, I would say this is basically the tutorial. There's nothing really else for me to show, so let's just go into this funky contraption that I made. And well, Oh, I forget to place a redstone there. And well, let's end the tutorial off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was really cool to do this. I really enjoyed the new features Mojang are adding to help with redstone. And well, that's it. Let's just end bouncing backs and forwards on the sunset. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.